Hi everyone, this is Teri from Technique Tuesday, and I'd like to show you some fun ways to use our new Chevron Strip Die. This is a fun die to use for scrapbooking projects as well as paper crafting, card making, and home decor projects. Let me first show you the die. This here is the die. It's about 6¼ inches long, and you'll see it's got the little V's in the middle of it, so that makes it your Chevron Strip. And let me show you what it looks like when it's cut out. Today I'm using my Big Shot machine. I find with an intricate die like this, it's really helpful to use a metal shim with my die cutting machine. Now, you might be using a different machine at home. Be sure to check with the manufacturer of your machine to find out how a shim would work with it. So here I'm going to set the shim right on my cutting plate. Then I'm going to set a cutting plate on top of it. Then I'm going to set the paper, the die, and the second cutting plate on top. And now I'm just going to run it through my machine. And there we go. So what I end up with is this cool chevron strip design element. And so you'll get something that looks like this. Now you'll see in the V's there, I've got some paper that's left right inside those. So I'm going to use my piercing tool to just pop those out. You'll notice with Technique Tuesday with our dies, we have little holes that are built into our steel dies. What's great about these is you can use a piercing tool, a push pin, a straight pin, or whatever to pop out any extra pieces of paper that are left inside the die. So what you end up with is a big pile of little V flecks. You can kind of see them under my hand there. Alright, so this is just a whole bunch of chevron strips that I cut using the die. And you'll see I did a bunch in a bunch of different colors. And so let me show you what you can do with these. Alright, so the first thing you can do is you're going to want to just layer these together. Now, you might be looking at the die and thinking, you know, I can take all of those little V's and place those in that open space of the chevron strip. Well, I'm going to show you a little trick. Rather than using those V's, you're going to just throw them out. But you're going to cut 2 chevron strips. So you see I've cut a green chevron strip and a blue chevron strip here. I've adhered the green strip onto the paper, and then I've taken the second chevron strip and I placed it on top of it. Now you'll see I kind of just moved that chevron strip so it looks like there are green V's inside the open spaces of the blue. It's kind of a fun thing to do. Another thing you can do with this die is you can layer the pieces together. So you can cut multiple chevron strips and then make really long chevron strips. So let's say you're a 12 by 12 scrapbooker. What you're going to do is you're going to take one chevron strip and then you're going to cut a second one and lay them together. Now just imagine doing a whole page with a bunch of these strips layered onto it. I think it sounds really fun. Another thing you can do with this strips is you can take different strips and then stack them on top of each other. So you'll see I've stacked the orange one on top, and then I've taken the blue one and I flipped it over and stacked it under it. And then I've taken a green one and again I flipped it and put it under the blue. So that's pretty fun. The other thing you can do with these strips is you can take markers, pencils, or any other coloring device and color in some of the openings. So here I've just taken some pencils and then I filled in the open spaces with color. I think it's kind of a fun idea for this die. So let me show you a card that I did this on. So on this Thanks Very Much card, I took several of the chevron strips and I've laid them onto my card. And then you'll see that you don't quite see the end with the little arrows. I actually cut off part of that chevron strip. And then I use my pencil to just color in some of those openings. So you look really close, you'll see there's some blue marks in the green strips. There's some yellow marks in the blue strips. There's some red marks in some of the yellow strips. It's just kind of a fun idea for this die. Let me show you another fun project made with the Chevron Strip die. Heather Bowser created this fun Smile Scrapbook page, and what Heather did was she took several of the different chevron strips, and they were die cut in different colors, red, blue, yellow, green, and then she laid them as a border on the right side of the page. And then you'll notice up in the left corner of the page, she took little pieces of some of the chevron strips she die cut and put them in that left corner. And that's such a fun little touch. So that's just a taste of what you can do with the Chevron Strip Die. If you'd like to find more great ideas for Technique Tuesday products, check out the Technique Tuesday Idea Gallery on our website, techniquetuesday.com. You'll find hundreds of great ideas for our products. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope to see you again soon.